Based on our classmates' videos and our own analysis, we made several design choices. Firstly, we wanted to have back drive wheels. So assuming that our vehicle is a rigid body, having the back wheels propel the car forward would allow the whole car to move up the tube. If the front wheels were the drive wheels, then the back wheels would have little to no contact with the tube. The car would flip and possibly not move up the tube. So we also decided to have a longer nose, which would allow the center of mass to be distributed more towards the front of the vehicle, which would increase the distance between the wheels and the motor and increase the velocity of each wheel, assuming that the angular speed is constant. We also made side and top wheels to ensure more contact with the tube and add more weight to the front of the vehicle.
So in order to derive our expected performance, we had to set a couple of variables. So before building our car, we knew what its weight was going to be, its center of mass, the coefficient of friction between the rubber and the ramp, and the angle, which we set to be 15 degrees. And from these set variables, we calculated other unknown variables such as torque, which is shown in this equation, acceleration, and distance, which is the second integration of acceleration. So we were able to find the distance traveled up the ramp. And we plugged the expected torque into our distance equation, setting the distance equal to 60 inches and the angle equal to 15 degrees, and we're able to solve for the expected time. And so our expected time was 0.59 seconds. So there are many improvements we could have made to our design for a better performance. So first of all, as we mentioned before, we could have matched the curvature of our wheels to that of the tube, therefore increasing not only the area of contact, but especially the normal force and the friction, meaning that the wheels would experience no slippage and travel up the tube faster. Then we could have made our car a little bit smaller, which would have allowed us to start it at the starting line and therefore would have decreased our time. And then we could have also made the car thinner. So all of that would lead to a lighter car and therefore a faster car. Then we could have also made our back wheels adhere more to the tube by reinforcing the rubber band that was on it and making it sturdier. So this would prevent slippage between the wheel and the rubber band. Furthermore, we could have played with the actual motor and taken off the resistance to make it run faster. That would mean that the motor would have a shorter lifespan, but in the context of this experiment, that is negligible.
Sachet away.